We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about the new Topps design, what we think, what we don't like about it. We're also going to talk about Platinum Card Breaks is in the news again. So you could probably Google the video on YouTube and see what we're going to be talking about. Golden has some huge auctions popping off this week, and there's already some big numbers coming out for some cards from Golden Auctions. We're going to be talking about that as well in This Week in the Hobby. The 2023 design. There it is. If you guys hadn't seen it before, there is a face. There's two faces on the card. So if you just you can't see the face in swing motion, you've got the face below. What do you guys think?
Man, go ahead.
Man? Yeah, it's a man. Not a woman.
Fanatics inspired? Maybe Fanatics idea?
I don't
know. If it was just the player's face and then they're also a photo of their actually like hitting or pitching, I wouldn't say it's too distracting, but then you have the giant logo right next to the player's face as well.
And the name of the team is covered up. So if you look at that card, I know it's far for us to see here in studio, but it says more Orioles because the BALTI is covered up by Ryan Mountcastle's.
You don't know what team that is?
If I didn't collect baseball, maybe I don't. Maybe it's the more Orioles. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to be like, I need more Orioles. But they're like, no, it's Baltimore. I'm like, I didn't know that because I have this card.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously we see what they're going for. They've done it in the past. But, for me, the giant logo next to the face is a little distracting. Other than that, you got your four borders.
Dude.
You do have borders, which makes Dan happy.
Hot take, maybe. I actually was going to wait for Doug to say what he thought about it, but I'm going for it. This is my favorite design that I've ever seen by Topps.
Whoa!
I absolutely, when I saw it, it blew me away. Everything about it I love. The one thing I'd probably change is the rookie shield. I'd probably put it in one of the top corners and not put it on the bottom. Love the logo on the bottom. Love the face on the bottom. Love the borders. Love the cutout on the bottom. Is this
Fanatics payment?
But I am stoked on this design.
If that's the case, I like the design too.
It is a 10 out of 10. I mean, I don't know. The bar is set so high now. I don't know how they come out with 2024 design. I don't know what they do.
Well, the interesting thing that Cody discovered, by the way, is why you see these years. So they've had faces on the cards every 20 years, right, Cody?
Yeah, it's. I think I saw this pointed out on Twitter, and I had to do a little investigating. And yes, in the third year of the decade, every 20 years, very weird, arbitrary thing, but nonetheless, that's what it is. You probably saw it already if you're watching live at home, but if you're listening, every 20 years, they have the face in the lower left-hand corner of the card, as they do this year. They did it in 2003, did it in 1983, and 1963 as well.
It's on the right.
That's true.
Yeah,
so we've diverged a little bit from the formula, but But again, the idea of the face being in the lower third of the card is something they have been doing going back now 60 years in every 2-decade intervals.
So what do you think? The GOAT? The GOAT of all designs?
I think this one I think this one's a little too busy compared to the previous versions of this type of design.
All 4 borders though.
It does. I like the 4 borders. I actually, if I don't know if you can make it out of the video, I like the little stars in the corners. I think it's a nice little touch.
It is.
I do like the stars.
But
it feels like
busy.
They did a dartboard with the rookie card logo. They're like, where are we going to put it? Let's just put it as a dartboard.
The rookie card logo is the only small drawback I have on it. Besides that, again, I am not messing with you guys. I love this design. Love it.
Sorry, I cut you off over there. I just had to spew my rookie card logo nonsense.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off too. I just had to cut Doug off.
It's the cutoff show. We should take our sleeves off.
Yeah, I think the rookie, if the rookie card the rookie card insignia was a little bit bigger, and yeah, I think the team name getting cut off. And again, I know you should see that logo if you're collecting baseball cards. You probably know what that team is. And now I'm like looking at the other cards right now in front of me. The 03 design they just have a small logo of the team. Like even that might have maybe don't even have like the lettering that says like where it looks like more Orioles with Adley Rutschman's head covering it.
Orioles?
They could have.
They could have just put Orioles. Yeah, I think
mean,
that
it's
could have
hard-
worked.
the design's so great, it's hard to like make it better. But I mean, there's little things like that. I guess you can like, turn it to 11 through the old Spinal Tap, not to 10. To
Now,
11.
of course, we say, oh, the design's too busy. It's this, it's that, which I agree. But again, like, Adley Mania is going to run wild in the baseball card
Is it,
world.
though, as a catcher?
You know what? We talked about this. Dan and I talked about this a few weeks ago on the baseball card pod. That I was very skeptical that this was going to last, but and things had to happen where it was like, okay, well, what if the Orioles are good? Ha ha ha! That won't happen. And lo and behold, they're very good, and they are in the playoff race till the end. He is among the best rookies in all of baseball right now. So everything kind of worked out perfectly. So even if they don't make the playoffs this year, which I don't think they will, I think that's still going to be a big
bit of hype.
rush and a lot of hype for him going into the 2023 season.
Bigger than the Wander hype coming into this year?
We
moved on.
We're done.
We moved on.
We're done.
Wander.
But we had a lot of hype when Series 1 came out.
I'll make the argument that I think it should be more hype because Adley has had more time in the big leagues than Wander did. And I think that I know Tampa's always in it, but to me, Baltimore is more exciting. They're more of they're a team on the rise. Gunnar Henderson just got called up. They've got who's it? Grayson Rodriguez, who's still in the minors. They've
Gunnar
got
Henderson.
Yeah, I mean, what a
Great
name,
name.
right?
Great name.
What a name. They've got so much good young talent. They're a team on the rise. They're exciting, and for me personally, I think Adley deserves a little more love, but I get it. He's a catcher, and I know how the hobby.
Maybe he
reacts.
turns the tide. Maybe in 2023 we're going to be collecting defensive players and catchers and pitchers
Big. It maybe for football.
and
for
centers.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
Centers and goalies.
It's gonna happen.
It's going to change. It's going to flip flop. We're going to change the way we collect. But no, I mean, I maybe the design will grow on me. One last point before we move on to the golden auctions.
So you don't like it?
I don't like it because I envision. Can you envision Topps Chrome signatures on that?
Love it.
What are you going to do? You're going to put it above. He's going to sign on.
Put it on the card.
He's going to sign on his
You're
junk.
gonna sign it right on the card.
But now it's like going to be higher. They're not going to know where to sign. You know what I mean? Unless
Yeah.
they do away with
The card is still the same size, Doug.
no, but there's
They're going to be
usually
signing on their legs. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's
Whatever,
like going to be
whatever.
midway through the
We're gonna
card.
do a little shadow. It'll be perfect. It'll be great.
Yeah, so what do you-
Everybody's gonna collect it, and like Cody said, people are gonna be going nuts over it. Adley Rushman.
Gonna be going nuts over Adley.
Mania is what we're gonna be dealing with.
Nolan Gorman too. He'll be excited.
Him
A guy
too.
will be.
Oh, they
That
text
guy.
me. They said to give you another $200. So a second $200.
Wait, was it Venmo?
Yeah.
Venmo.
So they got you.
I'm in the pipeline.
Topps has got you covered on promotion.
I'm in the pipeline.
I'm not getting anything. Apparently, they said. They said
Well,
they're
you-
cutting
you-
my.
You basically just were walking around saying how terrible it is.
They're going to cut my Planet of the Apes characters. No longer going to be getting them. All right, let's talk about some huge auctions in the hobby that are wrapping up September 10th, so 3 days from when we air this. There is a Justin Herbert card that is insane right now. It's the Shield, so it's the one you want. It's the best card made of Justin Herbert in terms of hobbiness. And it is a Shield NT Auto 1/1, and it is currently sitting, and it's an 8/5/10, even though that's arbitrary. It doesn't matter. A grade, it's 1/1. It's currently sitting at 1 million, 1.05 million, with 3 days to go. Did you think it would even go over 1 million? I didn't think so.
No, that's insane to me. It's my first time seeing this number.
You don't even like that dude.
Yeah, Sherbert. I mean, he's okay.
He's
I
like
mean,
top 15 maybe.
I mean, you
I said it over the stream. Breaking this past weekend. Like, I get it. You know, us in the hobby, we have a lot invested in this kid. Looks pretty good, but in my opinion, no bias. No bias at all.
Oh, okay.
He's just like the third or fourth best quarterback in the AFC West. You know.
Do you know how many Derek Carr cards you could buy for that? You could
All
buy
of
like
them.
I don't know,
thousand.
man.
Everyone.
It
Yeah,
depends.
You can actually buy all of Vegas Dave's PC.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know, man. I think
How does he do it?
how does he value his collection? Like, where is that collection?
I
Vegas Dave, where is it, man?
Where is
Let it be
Vegas
free.
Dave?
Let it be free. Let it come to me.
Is he about to get the last laugh? By the way, I mean, like
He always
Devontae
does.
Adams being there.
I mean,
and-
how
does he do it?
How does he do it?
How does he do
How does
it?
he do it? Actually, can we talk about that? What is that? Like, this is off topic, but is that a Starburst flavored energy drink? And it says superhuman performance on the bottom.
and it says C4 like it's dynamite.
Yeah, so I saw this on the way in today, and I usually just go with the,
And
the
we
normal
are now sponsored by Starburst.
normal Monster, but I saw
Mars?
that this was Starburst flavor, so I decided to give it a try. It's pretty good.
At least they tell you what flavor it is, because you get orange. You're like, dang it. Because everybody just picks out the pink and the red
Yep.
ones.
Yep, you're
When it
right.
comes to Starburst, you get kids, those little 2-packs. You're like,
Yep.
I hope I get a red one in there. Oh, yellow and orange. Dang
Did
it.
they have other flavors of Starburst?
No, that's just
They
the
o-
only one.
So they only roll with the pink one.
Yeah, but I'm sure that there's more down
which
the pipeline.
Which is strawberry, I believe, right?
I think so.
Strawberry.
Superhuman performance, because I'm gonna need that to rip this 100 boxes tonight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
get
saying?
through it.
What's
Yep.
going on with energy drinks? So you have that, and then there's also
Swedish fish.
and Sour Patch
I've seen the
Kids.
Swedish Fish one. Yeah.
Yep.
Sour-
Sour Patch.
Sour
And they have
Patch
different
Kids.
flavors of the
And then
Sour
Sour
Patch.
Patch Kids actually doesn't have any caffeine at all.
No. Oh, it doesn't?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why
no
it didn't
caffeine.
What's the point?
That's why it didn't work for me.
Just
they-
Guarana?
load it up with sugar.
Guarana?
Guarana. You making words up?
Extra guarana and
Guarana. There
yeah,
we go.
taurine and ginseng and all of it.
I think it's all
Just
B-
no caffeine.
It's all B vitamins at the end of the day.
No, it's actually cocaine in there. That's what it is. It's really
and
going.
then Bang. How many flavors of Bang Energy are there?
At least 60.
I don't
There
know.
has to be at least 60.
It's like
right?
the same amount that Select Parallels there is.
I want to go. I want to go to the Bang energy drink factory and see how do they actually make all these flavors. I want to know.
I want to actually sit in the boardroom when they came up with the name. They're like, boom.
They're
wow.
watching. No, they were on YouTube watching some breaks.
Bang,
and,
bang.
they were watching, and somebody was like, "Bang!"
Yeah.
They're all. That's it.
Well, then where's the Let's Go Energy?
I know.
company?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Let's Go Energy.
It is coming. It's coming. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah. Only a matter
It'll
of time.
have 18,000 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And a warning
I
label.
think we just stumbled upon a good business idea.
Yeah, I don't know why we
Let's
just
go Mojo drink coming soon.
Yeah, this is I don't know why we're doing this live. I mean, if we recorded this, we could at least cut that out, and then it's like we could save that
funny-
idea for
it's
later.
funny
Forever on the
Doug brought
internet.
up cocaine.
Is this a segue to another topic?
No, and energy drinks. There used to be an energy drink called cocaine.
Yes.
There was.
There
Liquid
was.
cocaine,
Liquid
right?
cocaine.
No, it was called cocaine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was called cocaine.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think we're probably
Did-
gonna
did
get. I
Coke-
think
did-
our live feed will probably get blocked now.
Yeah, we'll
Did-
definitely have a warning
Did
label on it.
Coca-Cola sue them?
Yeah, that's right. Back in the day, there was cocaine in the original.
Really? That's why I don't
Recipe
see it
of
anymore.
Coca-Cola.
It was a terrible tasting energy drink anyway.
Okay, yeah,
It
I was talking
it
about the original Coke recipe.
Oh,
But
okay.
now, yeah, it was. The
energy drink was terrible.
It actually tasted like it had like cayenne pepper in it.
Yes.
It like burned.
Yeah, it was
Weird.
It was terrible.
It was
It was
definitely
actually it was terrible. That's why it's not there anymore. Plus, really hard to market that name.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. But you know what? There is I know we're completely going off topic, but we're talking about beverages. You know what's really picking up? Death water.
Liquid cocaine is
Or liquid death. Isn't it called liquid death?
Liquid Death.
And they actually sell it like concerts and stuff now,
Yeah.
and they have to put this is real water.
It's
Like,
just water.
But it's called liquid death.
And Irv is right. Liquid cocaine is a mixed.
That's
shooter
right.
That is at the bar, which is wait for it, 151 Goldschlager and Jägermeister, I believe.
That sounds
I
about
believe.
right.
And a hangover.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And a good time.
And a good time.
good time.
A good time for while it lasts.
That's all that matters.
Let's talk about the other two auctions popping off, which seem like a deal compared to the Herbert. So we've got the gold LeBron BGS 9, current bid at $200K. And
Good deal.
I think there's only 50 of those in existence.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you can buy 5 of those for the price of one.
Well, at the
one of one
current
Shield
at
RPA.
the current price, yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know how high it's gonna get though. It could catch up to that Shield pretty
Ooh,
easily.
I don't think it will. People, the LeBron market is soft.
it's soft for sure. It's probably a good buying opportunity for LeBron right now.
Yeah,
If you got like an extra, 200K, 250K burning a hole in your pocket, that's probably a good buy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
good time to buy the at least the refractors,
Oh yeah.
the base refractors.
Yeah. You just need to say Fanatics 200,000 more times, and you'll have enough to buy the card.
Well, I mean, did I tell you the 2023 design is actually straight fire?
Stunning.
Brought to you by the 2023 Topps Design.
Straight fire.
Straight fire, homie. And then this Joe Burrow, I actually kind of think we pulled this. This is the 1-of-1 patch. I could be mistaken, but I thought we pulled this card. It's the 1-of-1 red parallel. Maybe I'm thinking of another player that we did, but
We put a lot of
Ooh,
1-on-1 Burrows
wait,
last year.
No, I pulled a 1-of-1 redemption patch auto.
then
Yeah.
that's the one. So it's currently sitting at 200K.
And
Do I
let me
get
tell
do
you,
I get a
man.
commission on that?
Burrow, now that's a good quarterback, man. You know what I mean?
Is he?
Out that 2020 class, golly, like he kind of shows Herbert up a little bit, man. He went deeper in the playoffs.
Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean,
He did go to the Super
he
Bowl.
went way farther than Sherbert has.
went-
I
he
mean,
went-
Sherbert lost to the Raiders, dude.
went to-
like,
he
who's
went to
losing
the
to the
Super Bowl.
Raiders, dude?
And you can make an argument that the Bengals have gotten better. Their offensive line was terrible last year, and he still put up good numbers and brought them to the Super Bowl. So,
Man,
I don't know.
that guy's the real deal. Holyfield.
You can get. I mean, why is there such a large gap between Herbert and Burrow?
Because Herbert's better.
Yeah.
Period.
And he's dreamy.
Herbert's better.
He's
I
dreamy. He'd be on like teen,
Is he five?
if there
times
was still
better?
if there was still Teen Beat magazine, you'd see him on the cover and not Mr. Macaulay Culkin.
I don't think you guys ever seen Burrow's swag, dude. This guy knows how to
does.
dress,
I
bro.
know. He's got
Sherbert dresses like he's going to the freaking, pick up trash or something like that.
He looks like he's going to the beach, and he's from L.A. He's a SoCal guy. He's fitting in, and Burrow's got his swag, and both of these guys are going to be incredible
Isn't he
talents
from
for a long
Eugene?
time.
Not both- not-
Eugene, Oregon.
He's from Eugene, Oregon,
Same
Same
Not-
thing.
Same thing.
Not both these guys are going to be incredible
They
talent.
will.
One of these guys is going to be incredible talent for a long time.
And
the name
his-
is Joe
his,
Burrow.
And his name is Justin Herbert.
Yep, and that's and Irv in the chat says it all. This is exactly the same point I was going to make. You got one, the best team in LA, and then you got the Bengals.
Oh, Irv, come on, bro.
okay.
Now, Irv didn't say that. I added it on there, but I'm saying
Oh.
the Bengals. Yes, that's what says it all. Is that you can market
Dude,
an LA
the
Charger.
The Chargers are like.
And
the
I'm sorry,
Rams-
Ohio
the Rams
fans.
Roommate, like they're like giving them the futon to sleep on.
They're the reason you guys sell out.
Man,
They're the reason why we sell out.
Yeah, I mean we don't have to have roommates. at
listen,
Levi, so
listen.
You almost had the Raiders.
Well, we didn't
Oh,
want them in
listen.
there.
No, you wanted them.
No.
Well, we didn't. Raiders.
I mean,
No.
look at their stadium now.
I mean, Mark
Look at
Davis.
your
Mark
your
Davis
guys'
put his.
stadium. Look at their stadium.
That's true. Mark Davis put his foot down and said no red seats, and you know what?
Red seats, like I would literally never go to a game if there were red seats. But anyways, Ohio knows their football, man. Like I don't think the Chargers even have any fans.
I mean, that's fair.
But the hobby has a lot of Justin Herbert fans.
I don't get.
the
I don't.
hobby.
I
They
don't,
may
I
not be
don't-
Charger fans.
I don't get
Listen,
it.
I feel again, for the hobby's sake, I hope he does well. But
According to
Burrow's
Golden
the guy.
Auctions, he's worth 5 times
Right,
the amount
you
of
said,
Joey
it's
Burrow.
5 times better. How that? If you had a choice,
I mean, it's not a
and,
shield.
and granted, you're probably going to give me like some ridiculous answer like, well, we already got our franchise quarterback in Trey Lance, so why would I want like Burrow or Herbert?
Are you putting words in my mouth? How do you know I'm going to go that route?
But if you had a choice between, like, let's say you're the Panthers, you have a choice between Herbert or Burrow. Who do you go?
I think you go Burrow
I know what Cody
because
gonna say.
he
He's
was
gonna
a
say
winner
Justin
in
Herbert.
college.
Yeah.
It's Herbert. It's not. It's Herbert.
You can't say it's not close.
It's
bro.
not. It's not that close to me. Even though I think Burrow's really good, I think
Cody's
Herbert
all, I'll
is
put Burrow on
look,
the practice squad.
I have to. I feel like you're gonna be like, what? Oh,
Burrow
you just-
went to the Super Bowl.
I know he did.
with a bad offensive line.
Sure, great, fine.
They had a great receiver though.
Okay, how you come back from this?
There's also he had an incredible run at the end of the season, an incredible stretch. But the entirety of the season, the totality of the season, Herbert from game 1 to game 7, whatever, however many games we played, 17 games, was one of the top 5 QBs in the league last year in his second year in the NFL.
Herbert?
Yes,
The guy,
Stats-
the guy who didn't make the playoffs.
The stats were
if
cool.
you remember that game where it was, if it just ended in a tie, that's all it had to really happen in that
was
game.
dumb
You want your
coaching.
And it was
franchise
bad
quarterback to be
coaching.
like, hey, shoot for a tie.
No,
No,
I
In
don't.
that scenario,
Well, there was the one 99.9% of the time, absolutely not. But the one time where it was like, yeah, let's go for the tie, was that one moment. And it was not his fault they lost that
Okay,
game.
fine. You put Burrow on the Chargers, and the Chargers go to the Super Bowl.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
the Chargers defense is 100 times better than the Bengals defense. I don't think the Rams can beat the Chargers in the Super Bowl.
The Bengals were a better team than the Chargers last year. I will give you that. But again, the quarterback situation, look, it's not like night and day. It's not like that, but like it's close, but I will still go Herbert.
You just said it wasn't close.
Dude,
though.
No, in my mind
Do
it's
you-
not, but in general it's
Do you keep this same thought process if Herbert doesn't make the playoffs this year and Burrow goes deep into the playoffs?
I mean, yeah, that would change. That would change things.
Like,
You'd
have to wait to see a decade of time before you can actually make that decision.
I'm willing to admit that, yes, if they can't make the playoffs this year, but it depends. Like, what if he goes out and he balls out and they go like 9-8, but it's not his fault that they went 9-8.
And the division is tough, man.
And it's a really tough division. And it's AFC North is
if
easier
If they
division.
don't make the playoffs, whose fault is it?
Yeah.
The coach.
Herbert.
It could be coaching. It could be.
It's always the coach.
It could be injury.
It's never the.
It could be coaching.
The players who are out there actually playing. It's always the coach.
It could be coaching. It
Kicker.
could be injuries. It could be defense. Like it could be. Yeah, it could be. I mean, it's
Usually-
we're talking about the Chargers here, who is like they're basically the Chicago Cubs of football at this point because they always have the best teams possible and just never win. They never do it, but they always. You look at it statistically, have like some of the best players in football over the last 20 years. So it's not that. It's just they're just cursed. That's really what it comes.
Gavin
down to.
in the chat said Burrow did it in the SEC and took the Bengals to a Super Bowl. Herbert has more talent. Burrow is a better QB.
All right.
I don't disagree with that, Ted.
I understand I understand that
That's
argument
fair.
too.
That's fair.
But I think again, this is only year 3, and boy,
Yeah.
when we go to our bold predictions, I feel like I'm just
brother.
teeing
And
myself
we also
up.
got
You
we
all
also
know what
got
I'm
we also
about
got to look
say.
at it in terms of
It's gonna be like Herbert wins MVP, the Chargers win the Super Bowl, and Cody's like, I'm a Charger fan now.
I am keeping my mouth shut for the next 40.
but hear this out. Hear this out. Like you could take the Luka approach. Yeah, like Klay Thompson doesn't sell as much as Luka does, and Klay Thompson's won four championships. So the hobby tends to gravitate towards guys that don't win championships. It's just likability, and I honestly believe that more people like Herbert
but there's
than they
also
like Burrow.
but if Luka continues at the pace he is on right now, he will be. And I love Klay, but he will be far and away statistically better than Klay Thompson. Like there's that to take into account too. And I think it's the same. Justin Herbert. And again, it pains me to say that I love Klay. But that's the truth, and I think it's the same.
I love Luka, so I'm with you.
Right.
In the chat, who would you rather have,
I'm with you. I don't
Clay
agree.
or
I
Justin
think
Herbert?
I think you're a Mavericks fan now.
I have outed myself as a Mavericks and a Chargers fan. The very, very rare
Wow.
combination.
Very rare combination. You button for punishment, it looks like.
And one last point, too. Whose auto looks better? And don't even lie on that one. Whose auto looks aesthetically better?
Okay, Herbert has a better autograph.
Herbert.
See? One for the good
And
guys.
one for us.
All right. Well, we're going to get into
Who
some.
looks like can be a pro surfer?
Yes.
Tell me
that,
right
that
now.
would be.
Who
That's
could-
fair.
Who?
So there's a little bit more controversy. You guys remember the episode we did? It actually was the most commented episode of all time on YouTube. Was our Platinum Card Breaks episode. Well, they're back in the news. Sports Card Radio unveiled this video from I believe it was last night. I can't tell, but one of the main owners, I'm assuming, G. I don't know if he's an owner, but he's been the guy that's been there from day one. You guys probably have seen him on his feed. Looks like he kind of goes out and assaults one of his employees during a live break and makes him kiss him on the cheek. Also clearly grabs his head, says some things to him. Very unprofessional. I don't know why people still break with them. They're your cup of tea, that's fine. But there's a long laundry list of things that have happened with these guys, and they're still out there breaking product on a daily basis. The video is disturbing, and I go ahead and go on YouTube, Sports Card Radio. They have the video out, and you can watch it, and it's a little tough. It's a little tough to watch. I mean, I've never wanted to slap anybody around here before, and I don't think I could bring myself to doing that. Even though one wears a Raider jersey and one wears a Ram jersey, I don't just go around slapping people around here. It's just not what I do. And there's silence after that.
Well, I mean, it's hard to come back after that. No, it is a. 'Cause I don't know where you're going, man.
I don't know where I'm going half the time either.
I'm all. Is HR listening to this? Are we gonna have an issue? Wait, I'm HR. Man, it again. Props to Ryan, Sports Card Radio. Check out the video. Did a great job of cutting it up. The drop of you dip is amazing.
I
think-
laugh every time.
every time. I think you can basically use that in every single video going forward, and it never get old. Never get old. It's amazing. But yeah, this is super uncomfortable to watch. Super uncomfortable. Like, the first thing I think of is if he is willing to do that on camera, what is he doing off camera? Like, says a lot about his character. I know that he already doesn't like me, so there's really nothing I can say. I don't want him. I'm not going to kiss him on the cheek.
Yeah, the feeling
I'm not
is
gonna-
mutual.
How much money?
There is. I got the pipeline. I'm already on the books, according to you.
You are.
So
Another Venmo coming in.
another Venmo coming in. Keep it going. Yeah, it's just it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate to have these situations pop up in our community, in our industry, in our hobby. So hopefully, I'm gonna be that guy. He finds the help he needs to get him through this.
Yeah, I mean actually I was thinking that too. I mean maybe there's some stuff going on and you act that way and you can't control yourself and maybe there's underlying issues and I hope if that's what's going on, he does get the help he deserves and gets back to having fun because obviously it didn't seem like he was having fun.
It isn't. I mean, we come here and we try to be light about stuff and we try to joke around it. This is something that like we can't joke about. There's nothing. You watch this video and there is nothing funny about it. It is 100% disturbing, and no employee, nobody, no human being should be treated like that.
No.
Let alone somebody that works for you, that puts their hard work and effort to make your business better. It sucks. So. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I will say. I mean, I agree with everything you guys said. It was tough. It was tough to watch. Like I will say towards the end of the video. I mean, I guess I don't know if I feel like I heard the kid like laughing, or maybe he's just laughing to just try to play it off or make him get off of him or whatever. But I wonder like how seriously his employee took it. I mean, you would never want to go through that, right, as an employee anyways, regardless. But there's probably a lot more to this that we don't obviously know.
Yeah, and if that's their relationship, that's fine. It shouldn't be on camera, right? It
Yeah.
shouldn't be a situation that people that are maybe watching with their families are seeing. And,
Yes,
it
very
should be like, let me
strange,
pull
man.
you outside. Let's talk about this, or let's talk about it the next day.
There's a reason why they have comments turned off on all their videos. They have a laundry list of extremely questionable things they've done.
They go
in the
back and
past.
delete videos, which is always a red flag. When you got to go back and delete videos, live feeds, et cetera, delete old posts, whatever. Like that's never a good sign for a business or for just a content creator, for a YouTuber, anything that puts things out.
And you guys know us. I mean, those that have been listening or breaking with us for a while, we don't throw shade at anybody. We are a community. I mean, I talk to Rich Layden every week, trying to figure out like how to make the experience better, or talk to all these other breakers that have kind of came up with us, and even some of the new breakers. As you know, we had Pull Wax on, we had a Little Pullman on. So it's a community, and we do it, and we talk to each other to make things better. Because when somebody acts like that, it reflects on the whole segment of our hobby. So we feel with our voice, it's we have to talk about things like this. We have to bring this up. We have to share it with you guys to make you guys aware. And hopefully these things change. Maybe nothing like this happens. I don't want any ill will on their company, but we keep seeing things. I mean, how many chances does somebody get? And how many times do people still go back and give them their money? I mean, there's a questionable video about a card being taken off camera that wound up in the garbage and then all of a sudden popped out of the garbage. Regardless of something that's happened, it was very funny. There was a Michael Sam card that got ripped up. This is all the same gentleman. Now, there's another gentleman that breaks in the morning. Great guy. And it doesn't seem like there's any issues. But this gentleman is a repeat offender on the feed. And to a community, it needs to be brought up. It needs to be talked about in all seriousness. And it needs to be buyer beware. So just hopefully the scenario isn't as bad as it seems for the employee. But just the optics of it all don't look great. So, but that's all we're going to say because it's a positive day here. But I want you guys to be aware. We got to talk about it. Somebody in the chat said, don't gaslight. What does gaslighting mean? I'm sorry. I'm
like trying to make you think one thing when it's when it may not.
And
just trying to influence.
And this is the same type.
I'm uneducated.
Same type of comments we got like last time we did the platinum break, the Hurts like redemption whatever like situation, and I have some
Fields.
Fields whatever. I have some personal like run-ins with them as well over the years. We are not doing this to gain their customers. Like, it is not about that.
No.
It is basically, but if you do something like this, like, this should be talked about. We would not be doing our due diligence as having a podcast or, being in this industry for 12 years to not talk about something like this and just turn a blind eye to it.
And it kind of goes back to, like, the video you guys were doing last week about, like, when something is said bad about the breaking community, it's like everybody gets lumped in. Well, all breakers are getting loaded cases.
Yep.
Well, all breakers are doing this. So then when something like this happens in the community, it's like they don't maybe from the outside, someone's not looking at the name. They're just like, oh, it's breakers,
like,
blah, 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 whatever.
Well, now all breakers treat their employees poorly.
Right. And again, I'm not saying most people are thinking that. Like, I get that. I know everybody can see individual situations for what they are. But, it's you're free to buy from whoever you like, But at the same time, like, I think to kind of echo what you guys are saying, this is a community and we're all part of it. And when there are people who are acting like this, who are just, whether it was, whatever was happening, whether it be real, which would be very serious and we have to take that seriously, or if it was part of some weird, bizarre act, exactly, it's just bad. Whatever it is,
if
bad.
It was like, we don't know the backstory, and if it was a playful manner, like, it's
not something to be playful.
Broadcasted for everybody to know without the context behind it.
Exactly.
The optics of it look terrible. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. Like, nobody should be treated that way.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Now, Irv said he does like getting slapped around by you. So, and that's maybe more in a playful manner. But it's not on a feed. At least that I know of. Maybe you guys have an OnlyFans.
Oh, I was going to drop that, but it's a family show. But yeah,
moving on.
Irv and myself's OnlyFans. It's hot. It's hot.
Ooh.
It's up there.